Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Richard Moglin, and in this video I'm going to be giving you the secret to stock market success. And have I already done that? Oh yeah, but besides stop losses, this tip will give you the best chances of having profitable trades, and that is to focus on uptrending stocks. For the strategy, we're going to be focusing on stocks in a stage 2 as defined by Stan Weinstein. And if you're not familiar with his stage analysis work, I'll have a picture right over there that you can look at, and also I'll be focusing an entire video on that topic. So hit that subscribe button and stay on the lookout for that. And as I said before, for this strategy, we're going to be using the weekly charts, which helps weed out the daily noise, and we're going to be using the 10-week and 30-week moving averages to decide which stocks to invest in. And the pattern that we're going to be looking for is the Yellowband pattern, which was developed by Dr. Eric Wish of wishingwealthblog.com. And what he looked for is when the closing price is above the 10-week moving average, which is above the 30-week moving average. And he liked to see white space in between the 10-week and 30-week moving averages. Hey, what's going on guys? I realized that I edited this entire video, and in it I never actually explained what a Yellowband stock means. So I thought I'd take the time right now and kind of give a demonstration. So here we've got a chart of AYX, which is a clear Yellowband stock. You can see its closing price weekly is above the 10-week, which is above the 30. And what a Yellowband stock means is that there's space in between the two moving averages for you to draw with a yellow highlighter pretty easily. So I hope if you were wondering what a Yellowband stock means, what is he saying, that this clears it up. Make sure right now to leave a like down below on the video, and let's get on with it. The entry point he would use is when a stock falls back to its 10-week moving average and then bounces upward and resumes the Yellowband pattern. So let's head over to TC2000 and look for this in real time. So in this watch list right now that I have here is the top 100 from my 8-9 fundamental database. So all of these stocks should have very good earnings and sales reports and should be overall fundamentally strong. So what's left right now is for me to choose which has the best technical setups. And quickly, I just want to point out that on a good day like this, where the QQQ is up almost 0.9%, look at how these top fundamental stocks react. If we sort by percent change, you can see that almost all of them are in green with only about 10 or so in red. So this shows you that with good fundamentals, backing your stocks, if there's a good day like today, a lot of them will do well, with many up almost 5%. But getting back to the topic of the video, we now switch it back over to a weekly chart. So this is the 10-week moving average, this blue dotted line, and this red line is the 30-week moving average. And now we want to look through and find stocks that meet the Yellowband characteristics. And what's helpful about TC2000 is it has an automatic scan function where we can enter conditions and find stocks that match those criteria. So let's head on over to scan, and then we're going to make a condition that meets the Yellowband characteristics. So we're going to write a new formula, and we're going to call this Yellowband. And to do this, it's going to be C, which is the closing price, in this case weekly. We want stocks that have the C greater than the average C10, which is the 10-week moving average. And then we're going to say and average C10 is greater than the average C30, which means that the 10-week moving average is above the 30-week moving average. And now we're going to say instead of daily, we're going to switch this to weekly. So it's the weekly averages, and that should be good. So scan. And now these are all the stocks that meet it right now. So they currently are Yellowband. And if you go through, you can see that this is true. The closing price is above the 10, which is above the 30. But we want to actually be a little more restrictive, and we want the stock to be Yellowband for a couple weeks. Let's say 3. So let's go on over here and edit this condition. And instead of saying true now, we're going to say X bars in a row, and we're gonna decrease this to 3. So now what we have is 60 of the 100 stocks which have been Yellowband for more than 3 weeks. And since there is 60, we're going to restrict that even more. And let's make this 5. There we go. This just gives us a better list to look through. So half of the stocks, half of the fundamentally strong stocks are Yellowband right now for 5 straight weeks. So there are definitely some good names in here. You can see Coop, ENPH, EPAM, EW, AYX. The chart looks really strong. Look at this uptrend right here. And you might notice that a lot of the stocks that have been making giant moves are on this list. Argen's been doing pretty well. Paycom is breaking out today, actually, I think. So as you can see, this is a really powerful scan, and very quickly it turns up a lot of the stocks that are making really good moves. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about entry points and how you use the weekly charts to determine good spots to buy shares. Using PAGS as an example, you can see that it becomes a Yellowband stock right here when the 10-week moving average crosses above the 30-week moving average. But there isn't really a good entry point until about this bar or this week. And this is good because it hits this resistance right here and breaks through it on above average volume. And this is one really good thing about weekly charts is you can clearly see when there's increased interest in a stock, because it might not just be a one-day abnormality. If there is above average buying on the weekly chart, it means that there's significant institutional interest in the stock. So this would be an excellent entry point right after this bar. And let's see how far it's gone after this point. There you go, 70%. Looking now at BLD, you can see that it became a Yellowband stock right out here in early March, but didn't really give a good entry point until maybe here on increased volume. But after this really good base would be an excellent entry point, because you can see it rested for quite a bit and then broke through right here on very large volume. Again, you can easily identify that abnormal volume on the weekly chart, which is super useful. Looking now at ENPH, you can see that once it became a Yellowband stock right here in late February, it has increased 433%. And obviously you're not going to enter it right here. But after you might have seen this abnormal volume right here, after this point, I mean, it only increased 150%. What more can you want? So you can clearly see how this Yellowband criteria finds these stocks on these amazing trends. And if you pick a good entry point, you can really ride it out for major gains. And as for sell signals, looking at this chart, you can see that during this massive run, it never broke the 10-week moving average. So maybe the next time you find a stock like this, wait for it to break that line before considering selling. This is definitely something I need to work on, holding my winners longer. And just for an example, KL became a Yellowband stock right here on this PGO weekly indicator, broke the 10-week moving average right here for a gain of only 30%. Then right here, it became a Yellowband again and broke it here for another 30% gain. This is a way of trading that kind of weeds out the daily noise and emotions and focuses only on the overall volume and the weekly trend. And this can bring out really good results by holding onto your winners longer and only selling when it breaks that 10-week moving average. I hope you found this video useful, and please leave a like down below if you did, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys in future videos.